FBI calls it Operation Cross Country X, a nationwide sweep to crack down on child sex trafficking. Locally, we've learned that 11 children between the ages of 13 and 17 were rescued or, quote, recovered, the word used by the FBI, in a series of coordinated raids. 3 kids recovered in Wauwatosa, 3 more in Glendale, another in Milwaukee, and 4 from the same home in Kenosha, where a 55-year-old woman is under arrest for, among other things, pimping out her own daughters, ages 16 and 17. Paula Whitaker has a long arrest record over the years. Her latest mugshot shows her in the Kenosha County Jail, awaiting charges that could come as early as tomorrow for keeping a house of prostitution and trafficking of a child.
A very disturbing situation for sure. A younger brother resides in the house as well. Apparently shares a room with a known sex offender. So just a bad situation altogether. And that's really why we do what we do, to try and locate those situations and take care of that.
Whitaker is among 23 people arrested in Wisconsin alone as part of the sweep, and more than 230 arrests nationwide. And Kenosha police are not commenting tonight on that arrest of Whitaker, other than to say they still have some loose ends to tie up before they can send it over to the district attorney for charges. Reporting live here in Kenosha, Nick Board, WISN 12 News.
If you believe you're the victim of sex trafficking or have information about a potential trafficking situation, call the National Human Trafficking Resource Center. The number is on your screen, 1-888-373-7888. It is free and staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We actually had to take it out of some of our retirement savings, and it's not there anymore.
A Waukesha homeowner is out $11,000 in a botched home improvement project. Police say this man is to blame. And as WISN 12 News' Mike Anderson reports, investigators are now concerned there are more victims out there.
Would you trust this man with part of your retirement savings to do house repairs for you?
Guess I should have caught on sooner.
Richard Hun of Waukesha did, and my is he sorry.
It was one lie after another, one sob story after another.
Hun paid Thomas Krivitz $11,000 in cash to do improvements on his deck, his gutters, and soft fit.
It's rotten and some spots from the gutters leaking over the years.
Hun signed a contract with Krivitz. The contractor bought a few materials with the money and did a few hours of work, but then stopped showing up. Hun finally called police.
What makes a criminal is what he did with the money. He didn't use it for any materials for the jobs, and he went and he spent it someplace else.
Police say Krivitz gambled it away. Krivitz is now charged with theft by contractor and facing possibly 6 years in prison if convicted. Police say there are likely more victims out there, and they want them to come forward.
We're looking to find those people to see if we can help them to try to, if there's a criminal element to what happened with them, if we can, get him prosecuted for what he did.
Han says his money is gone. He and the police are trying to help you not fall to the same prey. In Waukesha, Mike Anderson, WISN 12 News.
Police say homeowners should always check any contractor's record thoroughly before paying them any money.
The final presidential debate before Election Day is just 3 hours away. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump face off at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas at 8 o'clock tonight. These are live pictures from inside that venue. ABC's Lauren Lister is there with a preview of what's at stake.
The debate hall is set. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump out of sight, preparing for their Las Vegas showdown. But the antics among the candidates has already begun.
Tomorrow night's going to be interesting.
Trump inviting President Obama's half-brother Malik to be his guest. Malik lives mainly in Kenya and plans to vote for Trump. Clinton bringing Trump nemesis Mark Cuban and Republican defector Meg Whitman, both billionaires in her corner. Do the mind games work?
No, they don't work. I mean, it's a perfect place to do it is Las Vegas to have a stunt.
You're fired! On the Strip today, a wall of taco trucks protesting outside of Trump's hotel, playing off of Trump's immigration remarks. On stage tonight, sources tell ABC News the Republican candidate will be aggressive in his approach, similar to the last debate. Trump already criticizing Clinton's stamina.
Now she's home sleeping and I'm working, so that's the way. It's the way it's going to be in the White House, too.
Clinton has been off the trail in debate prep, but appearing in this new ad out today.
My vision of America is an America where everyone has a place.
Tonight, she's expected to take on Trump directly over his claims of a rigged election and the women who have come forward accusing him of sexual misconduct. And aides say she's also ready to answer questions over alleged emails hacked and released by WikiLeaks. Trump expected to ramp up his attacks over her use of a private email server. Lauren Lister, ABC News, Las Vegas.
You can watch the debate live tonight at 8 o'clock right here on WISN 12. That's followed by WISN 12 News at 10. Donald Trump's daughter will be in the Badger State tomorrow. Ivanka Trump's first stop is in Wauwatosa at 12:30 at the Crown Plaza. She'll then hold an event in Eau Claire. Her trip comes 3 days after Trump held a rally in Green Bay.
A Racine man is dead following a rollover crash this morning on I-94. The sheriff's office says Dylan Kramer's vehicle left the roadway, flew into a grassy median, and hit several trees. Now, investigators say the 24-year-old was trapped in his vehicle when he died at the scene. There's no word yet on how or why he left the road. All traffic was diverted for 4 hours during that crash investigation, leading to a very congested morning commute. Police identified the woman shot and killed on Milwaukee's far northwest side overnight. 26-year-old Brittany Jackson was gunned down near 75th and Grand Tosa, along with a 50-year-old man. The man was seriously hurt, but is expected to survive. Investigators say they're still searching for the gunman and what led up to this shooting.
A Wisconsin police officer nearly hit by her own squad, and it was all caught on her dashboard camera. A close call. This happened on I-94 in Hudson near the Minnesota border. Police say the officer was helping a driver with a flat tire when another vehicle rear-ended her squad. The officer sees the crash and jumps out of the way before her squad can hit her. She was not hurt. Hunters in northwest Wisconsin might have found the remains of a man missing for 10 years. Officials in Dunn County say they were found Sunday. They believe it's Douglas Poach. The 53-year-old was last seen in 2006. DNA test results will take about a month to confirm the identity.
Well, fresh off their final U.S. Senate debate, Senator Ron Johnson and Russ Feingold are getting high-powered support. Governor Walker will campaign for Johnson on Sunday across Wisconsin, including a stop in Waukesha. Details are still being finalized. The governor has said he planned to focus on helping Johnson in the waning days of the race. Upfront host Mike Boucher moderated last night's debate between Johnson and Feingold. And a new poll is out today, and it has Feingold leading Johnson by 8 points, 52 to 44%. The Monmouth University poll has a margin of error of plus or minus 4.9 points. Senator Tammy Baldwin campaigned with Feingold today at Marquette University. They encourage students to vote early. Senators Baldwin and Feingold also visited UW-Whitewater today.
New tonight, Milwaukee police officers deliver more than 150 pumpkins to local students. It's part of Mesmer Catholic High School's Great Pumpkin Decorating Night. Tomorrow, the students will help elementary school kids decorate them. This involves the department's community outreach effort that in the past has included a Thanksgiving dinner and reaching out to younger students.
And it's good that they see this on a regular basis, and it changes everybody's perception of what they think and how they feel about the police. They might see us one time and have maybe think something negative or saw us in a negative light, but the next time they see us, they see that we're just as human as they are.
Pumpkins were part of a donation drive by District 5. They were donated by Cedarburg Farms. And Trick or Treat is just around the corner. In some local communities, it's as early as this coming Saturday. You can find times for your neighborhood on our website and our mobile app.
Hopefully it's 70 degrees through Halloween. That's all. I'm not even getting greedy.
If you're trick-or-treating today.
I'm not even greedy with like the Thanksgiving. I could use it. But
well, here's the thing. The warm weather's about to come to an end, Mark.
Oh, yes. Cold front is fast approaching. How big of a difference it makes to tomorrow's forecast next in Weather Watch 12.
Then a 9-year-old cheerleader missing her Air Force father breaks down on the field. The high school senior who came to her rescue.
And do you get along with your coworkers? If so, you might be improving your health. The new link between friendships and the workplace.
Leading the way with important local coverage. You're watching WISN 12 News at 5 with Toya Washington, Patrick Palantonio, and Weather Watch 12 Chief Meteorologist Mark Baden. WISN 12 News at 5 continues.
Get out of there! Get out! Oh my God.
A car crashes and explodes at a Florida gas station. You're looking at some cell phone video from a witness. The driver got out on his own. Good Samaritans jumped in to save the woman trapped in the passenger seat. No one was seriously hurt.
Well, we are following a developing story in Oregon tonight. A gas explosion in a Portland shopping center. 8 people are hurt, including 3 firefighters, 2 police officers, and 3 civilians. Witnesses felt a powerful blast and then saw the smoke shoot from the area there. Investigators say a construction crew hit a gas line.
A high school senior is melting hearts for his kind gesture on a football field in San Antonio.
Yeah, this is the emotional picture we were talking about and has been shared thousands of times on Facebook. 9-year-old Addie Rodriguez is a cheerleader. In her recent routine, the girls' fathers lifted them onto their shoulders. Now, Addie at that moment burst into tears. That's because her father, who served in Iraq and Afghanistan, was away at the Air Force training facility in California. Senior Matthew Garcia saw her crying and, reenacting here, jumped in to help.
I ran down from the bleachers right here and I just hopped the fence and I went over and I kneeled down. I talked to her and I said, "Are you okay?"
I just felt like somebody saved my life. I thought that was so nice, especially because my dad's serving for us.
Garcia, by the way, was in the stands watching his younger brother play.
Well, some Samsung Galaxy Note 7 users are taking the company to court over their recalled phones. They claim the company charged them monthly device and plan charges for phones they could not use. The possible class action suit is taking shape in a federal court in New Jersey. A spokeswoman for the company is not commenting tonight. Last week, Samsung permanently ended all sales of the Fire Pro Note 7 smartphone less than 2 months after its launch. A refund for your airline baggage fees. That tops the list of new airline regulations introduced by the Obama administration. Airlines must now refund baggage fees if the bags are substantially delayed. Airlines must also be clear about all fees charged for seat assignments, boarding preferences, and luggage. And airlines will be required to collect more information on late flights, mishandled bags, and damaged wheelchairs.
Well, right now we want to take a look at what's coming up all new tonight on 12 News at 6. Kathy Michaelby is in the newsroom with a look ahead tonight.
And Toya, new tonight on WISN 12 News at 6, a stolen car full of teenagers leads officers on a high-speed chase from Greenfield to Milwaukee, where police finally found 2 teenage girls involved in that chase hiding. Plus, good news for drivers who use the Zoo interchange. When those headaches caused by those zipper merges will be going away. Join us for all news stories tonight at 6.
Thank you, Kathy. Well, is that whole grain diet really doing you a whole lot of good? Good news, it just might be. New research says sticking to a whole grain diet might cut the risk of dangerously high blood pressure in those who are overweight and obese. The Cleveland Clinic study says subjects ate a strict 8-week whole grain diet, then switched to refined grains. While on whole grains, the subjects had lowered their diastolic blood pressure by nearly 6 points. Now, the long-term effect here, a healthier blood pressure translates into a lower risk of heart attack and stroke. Well, your health might get a boost from a good work life. Good relationships with your coworkers could have positive impacts on your health. That's according to a new study out of Australia. It found people who identify strongly with their coworkers or employer have better overall health and a lower risk of burnout. Employers also gain from it with better results from their employees.
The lights at Berner Botanical Gardens will stay bright a little longer due to overwhelming demand. China Lights has been extended a week. All tickets with the end date of October 30th will be honored through November 6th. The festival at Whitnall Park in Hales Corners features 40 larger-than-life brightly lit lantern displays, and it really is a nice evening to check out those lights. What do you think, Mark? Should you take a jacket at least? It's going to start to cool down.
Yeah, jacket's a good idea. Yeah. I mean, it's not crazy cold by any stretch. We're into the 60s, but a jacket's a good idea, and we're going to stay dry for this evening, so everything's A-okay. I went a little crazy on showing viewer photos to start things off with. Because we had so many good ones, I thought we should share. We'll start you off in Grafton. I thought so. Nice little horses enjoying the beautiful day. Beautiful sunrise in Johnson Creek, including, oh, you got to love this, little sun pillar going on through there. Usually you see those in the wintertime, but it's kind of cool to see them now. To Mequon we go. Beautiful shot here from Richard, from Jess in Merton. I told you we're going all over the place. Milwaukee, thanks to Mike for this. Nice pink clouds rising up this morning. Beautiful shot from James in Port Washington. Oh, we're not done yet. We go to West Bend. Glenn, nice shot here. Oh, you know I like this. West Bend Lakes going on there. Nice day for golf today. And we take you to Whitefish Bay. Monica with a beautiful shot as the sun was rising this morning. Thanks for all your pictures. They were wonderful. Keep them coming. To Mequon we go. Yeah, the clouds were kind of a bummer today. I was hoping for a little more sunshine. Even with that, we got to 69 degrees, 61 right now. Fairly low levels of moisture in the air. To Milwaukee, 62. You can see some of the beautiful fall colors working their way through our area. Still about a week away, I think, in Milwaukee itself before we peak, but there's already a lot of great color out there. Everybody hanging in the 60s. No big differences here, and no one enjoyed a huge amount of sun. Oh, but this is where the big differences are. 45 in Superior, 52 in Minneapolis. The cold front is coming. You can see it right in through here. Eau Claire at 54, Wisconsin Rapids at 64. We're 65 in Chicago, so the cooler air will be moving in, so we're going to take a little slide. Heading down from 69 today, high temperature tomorrow at just 55 degrees. So I don't think you can get away with the shorts for tomorrow morning for the kids out at the bus stop. Probably dress them a little warmer than that. Couple of showers out to the east of us. Really, I think we're going to stay dry, even though when you expand the view here, it looks like there's a few showers. None of that's going to hit the ground around here. There's severe weather down to the south of us. Tornado warnings into parts of Indiana, southern Indiana. That will stay well away from us. So we take into Futurecast, fair amount of cloud cover throughout the night again for tonight. We're watching wind direction for tomorrow, maybe a few lake effect clouds, but that shouldn't last too long, and then we'll actually